Hey there, friend. Welcome back to the space where we slow down, breathe, and talk about the real stuff, the things that keep us up at night, and the tools we can use to find our peace again. Today, we're talking about something that's been on my heart for a while: overthinking, and the anxiety that so often comes with it. You know that feeling when your brain just won't stop running? You replay old conversations. You imagine worst-case scenarios. You keep trying to solve things in your head that aren't even problems yet. And before you know it, your body feels tight, your chest is heavy, and you've convinced yourself the world might collapse. Yeah, me too. So, in this episode, we're going to go deep. We'll talk about why overthinking happens, what it's really doing to your mind and body, and most importantly, the practical, human ways you can start to break free from it. This isn't about just stop thinking about it, because if it were that easy, none of us would be here. This is about compassion, awareness, and real change. Let's start by taking a breath together. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's talk. Part 1. Understanding overthinking. Overthinking often feels like control, as if by analyzing every angle, we're keeping ourselves safe. But here's the truth. It's not really control. It's fear wearing a smart disguise. It's your brain's way of saying, if I just keep spinning, maybe I'll avoid mistakes or pain. But instead of protecting you, it traps you. It steals your present moment and replaces it with endless what-ifs. The first step to letting go is understanding this. Overthinking is a habit, not your identity. That's good news. Habits can be unlearned. Part 2. Why anxiety feeds the cycle. Anxiety and overthinking are like dance partners. One leads, the other follows. Anxiety triggers overthinking because your brain senses danger, even if it's invisible. Overthinking fuels anxiety because every scenario you create feels real to your nervous system. Here's something I wish I knew years ago. Your brain doesn't know the difference between something you're imagining and something that's actually happening. That's why when you picture a disaster in your head, your heart races like it's real. So the cycle continues until we interrupt it. Part 3. Interrupting the spiral. Okay, so let's get practical. Here are some ways you can start breaking the loop when you feel it coming on. 1. Name it. When you catch yourself spiraling, say out loud or in your head, I'm overthinking right now. This small act creates space between you and the thought. You're no longer drowning in it, you're observing it. 2. Ground into your senses. Overthinking pulls you into the future or the past. Your senses pull you back to now. Try this. Look around and name 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. It sounds simple, but it's powerful. 3. Set a worry time. If your brain insists on worrying, give it an appointment. Tell yourself, I'll think about this at 6 p.m. for 10 minutes. Surprisingly, when the time comes, you'll often have nothing to say. 4. Write it down and close the page. Sometimes the mind just wants to be heard. Grab a notebook, pour every thought onto the page, then literally close it. This tells your brain, we've saved it. You can rest now. Part 4. Long-term shifts. The quick techniques are important, but if we want lasting peace, we need to go deeper. First, challenge the belief that thinking more equals solving more. Ask yourself, is this thought bringing me closer to a solution or just keeping me stuck? 2. Get comfortable with uncertainty. This is the hardest because most overthinking is really about wanting certainty. Start small. Let little decisions be imperfect. Pick a restaurant without reading every review, Wear the shirt without overanalyzing. Train your nervous system to see that uncertain doesn't mean unsafe. 3. Care for your body like it's part of the solution, because it is. An anxious brain lives in a tense body. Movement, sleep, nutrition, they're not just self-care buzzwords. They're how you signal safety to your nervous system. Part 5. A gentle reframe. If you take nothing else from today, take this. You are not your thoughts. You can hear them, acknowledge them, and still choose something kinder. Your brain is a storyteller, sometimes dramatic, sometimes afraid, but you are the listener. And listeners get to choose which stories to keep. So the next time you feel yourself spiraling, try one thing: stop fighting your thoughts, and instead, invite yourself back into the moment. Feel your feet on the floor. Notice the light in the room. Take one slow breath. Because peace isn't somewhere far away. It's here, right now. And it's yours to come back to, again and again. Thank you for being here with me today. If this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who might need to hear it. And remember, you are doing better than you think. Until next time, take care of your mind, and it will take care of you.